Bye, 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 bye.
I know I'm a grifter, strong man. You could lick your hand and smack me in the nutsack. Thank God for Tesla, my Esla, and you, strong man.
Woo-wee! Tesla's earnings. What has happened to Tesla? I thought Tesla only went up. Oh, excuse me. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Belli. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a fake boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And I have really not looked at Tesla's earnings. So you and I are going to go through these earnings together, and I'm going to give you my honest reaction. And I suspect it's really much of a lot of a nothing burger. I hate that word, but I don't know what else to use. Because the stock hasn't crashed to where I want it to be. $0. So let's go check out La Tesla on Robinhood Stock, okay? So here's Tesla, right? And it's down 6.4% after hours. The market capitalization of Tesla is still $700 billion freaking dollars. Say that again, $700 billion. What is the market cap of Toyota? But it's not Tesla. Electric cars of the future. Shut your freaking mouth, degenerate. Oh, $217 billion. Yeah, Tesla isn't a bubble, bro. So let's go ahead, and this is Tesla's Q3 report. Let's go ahead and pick out some details, okay? So they talk about operating cash flow, profitability. We will see that in the financial statements. Let's see what they had to say about the summary, okay? The third quarter was a strong quarter with record revenue, operating profit, and free cash flow. We'll see that on the financial statements. We achieved an industry-leading operating margin while encountering material headwinds. Raw material cost inflation impacted our profitability, along with ramp inefficiencies. I thought they were perfect. Also, the US dollar continued to strengthen compared to all other major currencies in our markets. Tesla is an international company. They got operations in China, in Europe, in the United States. They sell everywhere. So what happens is if somebody pays in a foreign currency and the United States dollar becomes stronger, when you convert that currency to US dollars, you get fewer US dollars. So you'll notice if the US dollar gets really strong, that's going to be a headwind to a lot of global companies, okay? I don't worry about that because I have VT, but that's a fact of life. And you can't really predict where currencies are going to go. And if you think you can do that, good freaking luck. We are reaching such significant delivery volumes that transportation capacity is becoming expensive and difficult to secure. As a result, we began transitioning to a smoother delivery pace, leading to more vehicles in transit at the end of the quarter. Yeah, I think didn't they have, wasn't it like more production than deliveries? We'll see. Blah, 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 blah. We remain focused on increasing vehicle production as quickly as possible by increasing our rate at Fremont and Shanghai. China risk. Oh my God. China's bad, but, Tesla sells in China too. So let's go ahead and look at the revenue. So this is the quarterly revenue on the very top for Tesla, my Esla, for the last couple of quarters. And we can see that just in this quarter alone, they generated, it looks like $18.7 billion of revenue, which is a 55% growth year over year. That's pretty impressive. But remember, a lot of you think Tesla is like this super mature car company. It's really not. Okay, yeah, they're more established, they're profitable, they have strong cash flows. They're there, okay? I mean, they've achieved a level where they're not going to go bankrupt, at least for a long time. But they are still a very immature car company. You compare the revenues of other auto manufacturers to Tesla, it's freaking crazy, okay? So what happens is the smaller you are, the easier it is to post impressive revenue growth numbers. Go look at LaFufu stocks, okay? You see all sorts of crazy revenue growth. Revenue by revenue! Because they're a small company. I mean, if I go from making $1 to $2 a year, I've doubled my revenue, but I'm only making $2, okay? So we go down the income statement. It's highlighted in red here. And it looks like they have an automotive gross margin of 27.9%. So, gross margin is basically the price they sell the cars minus the cost of goods sold, the cost to build, manufacture the car. Okay. Shipping should be a selling expense, but who freaking knows what Tesla's doing? So we can compare their gross margins. They've been getting impacted by inflation. Even this amazing freaking futuristic car company that just overcomes all odds and is perfect has had basically flat gross margins. And the lower your gross margin, the harder it is to achieve significant bottom line profitability. Okay. So, wait, what is this? Okay, so their total gross margin, including all the other crap they do, is 25%. So they've broken out automotive, which everybody focuses on, even though it's not a car company, apparently, was basically 28%. But with everything else combined, Tesla's actual gross margin is 25%. But since automotive revenues are such a significant part of La Tesla Futura, it's basically, the automotive gross margin is what's most important. Now, I also hear that Tesla, my Tesla, is not a car company because you're a bunch of stupid, brainwashed, clownish fanboys, okay? So, if we look at Tesla's car revenue as a percentage of total revenues, you take this number right here, this 18.692, divided by 21,454, 87% of Tesla's revenue, which seems pretty consistent with prior quarters. I don't know. I mean, if Tesla wasn't a car company, you'd see like, the automotive percentage maybe decline, and then you'd see like the robot percentage grow. 87% of their revenue comes from cars. Pretty crazy, huh? But it's not a car company because you're a YouTuber and you're stupid and, you're an accounting genius. And yeah, operating margin. So they actually had an increase in operating margin from the prior quarter, but it's kind of remained flat over time, 14, 14, 19, 14, 17. So a little bit of an improvement from the prior quarter and an improvement for year over year, but it's not like mind-blowingly amazing. Next, we have adjusted EBITDA and adjusted margin. I don't care about that. It's non-GAAP. It's for clownish purposes. I ignore that. And then we have net income attributable to common stockholders GAAP. So their bottom line profit, this tech company, let's see what their bottom line profit is. 3292 by 21,454, 15%. Now that's pretty good for a car company, right? Remember, Tesla is a pretty small luxury auto manufacturer. If you make luxury autos, you're going to have higher profit margins. Luxury goods have higher profit margins. There's a status, there's a brand associated with it. And with La Tesla, think about all the hype. Everybody wants a Tesla, bro. The only problem is, number one, competition is coming, whether you like it or not. And number two, Tesla's stupid. But, they have a pretty good profit margin. I'm not going to knock their profit margin, especially for a car company, even though it's not. But whatever. So, let's see. Net cash provided by it. So, they've generated roughly $3.2 billion of free cash flow, which is pretty crazy because you look at the prior quarters, and it was a lot lower because they're probably doing a lot of investments in getting those factories ramped up. So if they're not going to be building more factories or, adding a bunch of equipment, their free cash flow will improve. And that's why I think it improved. It's a pretty big jump, to be honest. But if they start making robots, I think their free cash flow will probably go down because they have to do more capital expenditures. They have to build the robot factories, okay? So let's go ahead and look at this. So here they do some summary. They had, I think I glanced at this. They had some kind of summary. Let's see what they're doing here. Well, okay, let's look at this first. So Model S and X, I believe these are the luxury, the very, very, it's all luxury cars, but this is like the very luxury cars. Look at the growth in production of the more expensive cars, 123%. I'm telling you, it's freaking rich people buying these cars. And there's only a certain amount of rich people in the world that can buy these cars. In the short run, Tesla's going to keep having this amazing revenue growth. I keep saying this over and over again. But at some point, Tesla is going to hit a brick wall because people can't afford the cars. And nobody has given me a good explanation otherwise. And until they do, besides, oh, they're going to make cheaper cars because they are. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Until I see that change, I think this is a massive bubble. And even then, if they make a cheaper car, guess what? Margins are going to shrink. That's what the other auto manufacturers have problems with, is they have high-end vehicles that have high gross margin. We don't know exactly what they are. And then they have a bunch of vehicles that basically make them no money, but the average person can't afford. Okay. So when you look at the growth of Tesla and you compare that to the decline in revenue of all these other auto manufacturers, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Tesla is not stealing their revenues. We are in a horrible recession potentially. And that is what's affecting auto sales. And interest rates are going up. That makes cars more expensive. Tesla is not stealing sales from legacy auto manufacturers because they are a luxury car company. And if you say otherwise, you can lick my you-know-what. Well, I can afford one. I'm a dink. Me and my wife make $100K each. Why can't you afford one, strong man? So, okay, deliveries are, 101% of the more expensive, the super expensive ones, and then 40% of the Model 3, Model Y, and total deliveries 42%. So it looks like that has gone down. What do we have here? Solar, well, I don't even care about this crap, to be perfectly honest, because it's a car company. So where was that projection? I swear I saw it. Okay, so they have a little line here for FSD, Autopilot and FSD. We hosted our second AI day where we provided an update on the latest development of FSD, the Dojo trading computer, and Optimus robot. Once again, AI day resulted in a significant spike of applications for AI-related roles. Yeah, I really want to work for Tesla, a massive bubble company. As of the end of Q3, approximately 160,000 Tesla drivers had access to FSD beta. Now, FSD is another clown show, and I believe, what is it, 10,000 or 15,000 if you want to buy it up front, or you can have a subscription of, it's like $99 or $200 a month. More evidence it's a freaking rich person's toy, okay? I bet you only the top 30 or 20% of Americans can afford this car, and that number gets lower as you go internationally, okay? But whatever. Okay, so energy storage... looks like they've had some pretty significant growth there. Like I said, I don't care. It's a car company. Look at the freaking numbers. Here's where the grift comes in, okay? This is the Tesla grift. And this right here, I'm circling it. This is why people are valuing Tesla at, what was it, $700 billion? $700 billion. Let's read this. We plan to grow our manufacturing capacity as quickly as possible. Over a multi-year time horizon, we expect to achieve 50% average annual growth in vehicle deliveries. Now, I've done the math before, and let's say, we equate that the revenue is roughly going to grow at the same rate as the deliveries, right? If you grow Tesla's revenue by 50%, in 5 years, they will be generating more revenue than Apple. More revenue than Apple. Think about Apple. Hold on a minute. What's this? Oh, it's an iPhone. Everybody can basically afford an Apple, okay? Or an iPhone or a Mac. I mean, they're expensive. They're premium products, but they're not luxury goods. The average, even like the brokest people I know have freaking Apple iPhones, okay? A Tesla is something different. The average person, especially with interest rates up, and that means financing is more expensive, cannot afford a Tesla, okay? So when they say, oh, we're going to grow our deliveries by 50%, and then all the clowns on Wall Street and all you YouTube clowns, you're like, well, see, they grew their revenue 55%, 55%, and that's going to go forever into the future. Well, once they get bigger, it's going to get harder. And if their revenue growth rate declines and they can no longer grift and say that they're going to deliver 50% more vehicles every year, it's going to be a disaster. Okay. And, y'all make fun of me because, like, oh, well, see, Tesla, it's Baba's down and VT's down and Tesla's, well, it's down too, but it's down less. So buy Tesla, bro. And you clowns have been conditioned to just buy the Tesla dip. I mean, you just buy the dip, bro, and it always goes back up. I mean, look at this chart. Falls. Buy the dip. Goes back up. Falls. Buy the dip. Falls. Goes back up. Falls. Buy the dip. Goes back up. You clowns are getting conditioned to this, okay? And you're also impressed. I'm trying to highlight it. See that number right there? Tesla has gone up by 783% in the past 5 years. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why people are investing in Tesla. You can say whatever little justifications you want, blah, 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 blah. That's why people are buying Tesla right now. I mean, it's so obvious to me. It went up a lot, and you just buy the dip, and it always comes back up. But I'm patient. I will wait. And when their growth slows, which it inevitably will, and Wall Street comes to its senses, there's going to be a disaster for Tesla. And look, ever since the clown rally in 2020, 2021, it's been basically flat. Okay? It's down. So all you clowns, most of you clowns bought, oh God, look when this stock went crazy. Look exactly when it went crazy. Right at the start of the pandemic. Right when the clown market started. And of course, it's just rocketed up. And then Tesla went to $1,200 a share because they said they had a potential contract with Hertz. And that sent up the market cap by $100 billion? It's freaking madness, okay? Massive bubble. So what's my takeaway from these earnings? Well, I mean, the grift still continues because they had 55% revenue growth. They're saying they're going to continue to get 50% revenue growth. And until that number on the top line, that percentage increase shrinks, the grift can continue. So I don't think Tesla stock is dead yet, okay? They still are posting incredible revenue growth because they're a growing company. But at some point, it will end. And I will be here and I will patiently wait. I'll take your ridicule. I'll take your trash talking. I don't care. I'll be here. And when it happens, I'm going to look like a genius, bro. Okay. I open up the live stream and see Jeremy's head flying out of a horse's butt. La Tesla shit will be like, buy the dip. Yeah, just buy. See, that's what they've been conditioned to do. Goes down, buy the dip, goes back up. Goes down, buy the dip, goes back up. Tesla, bro. You'll be buying the dip on ABBA after today's crash. No, I'm just buying index funds right now, but I'm diamond hands Baba, baby. Over 90% of Kevin's net worth came from YouTube revenue, and people say he's good at real estate. Well, I mean, all these guys on YouTube, they made their wealth from YouTube. Let's not forget that, okay? And one day when I become a YouTube millionaire, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's because of my stock advice, bro. Yeah, it wasn't because of YouTube ad revenue. No. Fiti my beepy. Tesla's a great company, but the share price is out of this world. And plus, I think the management is idiotic. And to be more specific, Elon Musk. But Elon Musk, Optimus, boom! Optimus!
Where may I fluff you, sir?
If Tesla is so much smarter than car companies, why were their earnings not perfect? I mean, I saw gross margin, decline. Revenue by revenue went up a lot. It's all about the revenue. What is wrong with my internet? Hello? Can y'all hear me? Tesla to 100. Any truth to the rumor that the next Tesla model will be called the Fanboy? I hope so. No, Elon's got more tricks up his sleeve. He'll find the next grift to get the clowns excited. But he can't cover up revenue decline or a slowing in revenue growth. Foxconn, the big assembler, wants to one day build cars for Tesla. Yeah, just jump on the bandwagon, bro. Tesla. Just say Tesla in an article and you get attention to your company, and it's all a freaking grift. Tesla only dropped. Yeah, it's not. This is not the crash. Okay, I'm telling you. You got to see a massive slowdown in revenue growth. That's when the crash happens. And if it doesn't happen, then I just give up on life. Okay, it's just like Tesla just always goes up no matter what. Whatever. How do you feel about buying fancy clothes if you're single and trying to meet women? Mom, why are you asking me this question, Mom? I mean, define fancy clothes. I mean, I don't know. Just wear a collared shirt and some jeans or something. Strong man, Tesla robots are dumb compared to Boston Dynamics. Hyundai just bought Boston Dynamics, by the way. But Hyundai is not Tesla, so boom. Owned. What is an actual good buy for Tesla? I mean, it's hard to say, but I can't see it being bigger than Toyota by market cap. I mean, that's an established, massive automaker. So I don't know. Maybe that's a decline by 2.5 times. Maybe. Then it's maybe a buy. Maybe less. I don't know. Talk about the new tax adjustment. Well, so with the tax, like, don't quote me. I looked at this a couple weeks ago, but they basically extended the EV credit. So if you buy a Tesla, and don't quote me on here, if you buy a Tesla after the new year, then you get the $7,500 tax credit. You should double check this, though, before you buy it. But if you buy it now, I don't think you get the tax credit. It's kind of weird, but I think that's how it is. Where do you see Tesla in 5 years? I see Tesla at roughly probably less than Toyota's market cap by a significant amount. Because I don't see cheap cars. I don't see affordable cars. Another 150 would be okay. No, 150 is too high, bro. Let's see. Strawman, would you buy it under 50 or you just... I'm just not going to touch that. I mean, honestly, like, if I was going to buy an individual stock, I'm going to buy something that's, like, not clownish, okay? There's just so much clownery around Tesla. It just, like, grosses me out. Maybe I'd buy one share just to, like, mock people. Did you take into account the vibe to earnings ratio, bro? It's price to believe. What if Tesla makes more than $5 billion in profit in Q4? What was their profit in Q3? I forgot. I already brain dumped it. 3.292. That's so you're saying their profit is going to go up by 292. Their profit's going to jump by 50%. That's what you're saying. That seems unlikely to me. Okay. Is it possible? Yeah. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. But that's not my argument against Tesla. It's a luxury car. Oh, God, I'm tired of saying that. But they make the machines. When you invest in Tesla, you're investing in the robots in the factories. Every car company has robots in factories. I don't get that argument. Isn't that like Meet Kevin's argument? When are you putting the intro outro? There's already a compilation. I did a contest. You need to go find the video. There's a video where I showed all of them in a premiere. Chris's internet got a virus. Yeah. Actually, I'm using my Wi-Fi. Actually, what network am I connected to? I should be good. Whatever. I actually got some blue light glasses. Strongman, the bagel girl, told me she had to think about it after I asked her for her number. Does that mean no? Yeah, you just move on, dude. I mean, don't like if a girl rejects me, I'm like, all right, next. I don't have time for like,
Okay, really? You sure you don't want to go out with me?
just move on, dude. Don't be a weirdo. Tesla will rally in November. How do you know that? JD stock is way down to 40s. I actually sold that at a gain. Definitely a no. Cisco pulled all the gains forward. The company had to grow into it took 11 years of profits and still had to make back its previous high. Oh, baby. Like, oh, man, I can't wait. I'm so tired of waiting. Just give me a win, please. I want to see the Fufu just collapse and Chicken Genius collapse and solving the truck stop problem collapse. I wonder what his coping video is going to be. Well, they got robots and you don't understand. I understand because I'm a genius. Yes, I'm so smart. Yes. Oh, sign up for my Patreon, bro. Look at my valuation, bro. Yeah. Oh, $100 trillion market cap in 2 years. In Q4, I expect that. If they make that, they will be way more profitable than Toyota. Yet you think Toyota is worth more. I do think Toyota is worth more, 100%. I mean, you can pull whatever freaking number out of your butt you want. And like, what profit of Toyota are you comparing to like recent profits of Toyota? Like, I mean, there's just so many there's so many loose ends here. Okay, look, Tesla had a massive clown rally. It is still a pretty immature car company, and you cannot deny it's a luxury auto company. Okay, that's all I can say. What stocks do you like? All of them. Chris going to give relationship advice. Yeah, I'm a dating coach now. Dude, Optimus is going to be giving what's left and right. Tesla to 99. Quarterly profits, LMAO. Will Tesla buy Twitter like it did his Step Bro Solar City? That's what I'm... Okay, whatever, You're a Tesla shill. I get it. So that's it. I think I have one more video lined up, and then I'm done for the night. You guys have a wonderful, delicious day. Cheers!
We're going to go down. We're only going up. Invest in that stock, and I'm out like probably 300K, and I've already written off that amount in my head. Maybe it works out and they don't go under. And
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you